people used to fall asleep a lot. Do you remember Mr. Slater? History. He fell asleep once, and I tied his shoes together, and he almost fell over. I did that to Waltrip too. So, but that's about all I remember. The rest of them were pretty boring. Much more boring than that, believe it or not.
One story you might not find interesting, but the faculty did. A couple years ago, we decided to clean out one of the corners in the faculty lounge, and we found some unscored papers by Carl Slater that were 15 years old, and they were still here.
First of all, my name is Miss Rosenbaum, and which fit in perfectly with the school.
I thought she was Jewish initially.
All the kids wanted to know why I was going to a Catholic college, which was Notre Dame College. And I said, well, that I was Catholic, and I happened to be German, and that's how the name fit in. So they kept saying, well, why don't you go out with Mr. Vihar across the hall? And I said, no. Well, I didn't. I just kind of ignored him, and I was only here for 2 classes. I remember Beverly Gibbs real clearly, Joel, and Marlene Roberts. I remember Marlene and a few other names. And finally then, Ray and we had 4th period free every day in the math office. And that's where we kind of got to know each other. And then we realized we had the same birthday, which was November 9th. And that was our first date. He took me out for our birthday. But we never let the students know we were dating until after I was done teaching here, which was in January.
A day in the life.
Well, I got involved in scouting for a few years in the South. And then I came up here, and I planned to leave it behind me. But a group of boys in the high school wanted to form a scout troop. And they asked me if I'd ever been in scouting and been a scoutmaster, and I said yes. And that was it. So we became Beachwood Troop 342.
Oh, I'm sure that the boys will especially remember S&D Day. That was soap and deodorant day. If you didn't have your soap and your deodorant, you got marked down for it.
I think that's the thing about your class. You have, I think for the numbers of kids, probably the most talented group. I kept saying I eventually wanted 10%. If you kids got to be millionaires, and I think if your gang gave me the 10%, I'd be millionaire right along with most of you, because you were successful. You went in a variety of different fields. You were always willing to work hard. You played hard too, and teachers loved you. It speaks well. The teachers still want to remember you, and I wish you all well. You're just terrific people.